So has anybody else been watching Ironheart? So it was really weird in how they dropped all the episodes. So like last week they dropped 3 episodes, and then I thought they were gonna do like one episode then each week, but no, they dropped like the final three this week. And good God, that ending was crazy, crazy. And there are so many people that are like upset about it. So if you haven't seen it yet, like go and watch because I am gonna spoil. So, at the end of the show, if you had been watching it, right, Riri Williams basically, takes out Parker, the and Hood, the Hood, takes out Parker, grabs his cloak and takes off. And once she goes to leave, she ends up in a pizza parlor, or the like. Of course, that's the same building, right? Ends up leaving through the pizza parlor, and there's Mephisto, who gave him the cloak, sitting there offering her a slice of pizza. So they get to talking, and he basically offers her, a deal for her soul, that sort of thing, that he would bring back Natalie. And of course, like, they're all setting it up because for everyone to be like, oh, well, she's not going to accept this. Like, this has been her hero's journey, and she's going to come to realize that she, has to let go of Natalie because now the AI is gone, and she's seen how destructive the inability to let go of things has become for people, with Ezekiel and Stain and with Parker and so on and so forth. But no, they start doing this little like other like mixed in sequence where like she's like looks like she's in the future and Natalie comes back. Natalie's back. And they kind of hinted at like almost like she had been doing the work to make it happen herself, like to bring the AI back or something like that, but then you realize it's the real Natalie. And for a moment you're just like, okay, did she do this herself? Like what's going on? And then she says she's hugging Natalie. You can see on her arm, like the veins that were happening to Parker start creeping up on her arm. And people are so mad because they're like, oh, great, so she's the villain, or she's this, or she's, like the big major complaint for most people about the show is that she's a criminal and a villain and she's a fuck up and all that. It's reality, guys. Like, I don't know if people realize this, but not every single fucking show you have will end up with the moral good ending. It will not end up with the fairy tale ending. I mean, have you watched Game of Thrones? Spoiler if you haven't, but it did not end well. It did not end the way that everyone thought it would end. Everybody didn't get their happy ending. A lot of people got really shitty endings because that is the reality of life. And that's how George R.R. Martin writes. He writes like real characters, real consequences, real actions, real shitty things that people tend to do. Same thing with Squid Game season 3. So again, so I'm spoiling a lot here. So if you haven't watched Squid Game, scroll away too. Squid Game season 3. A lot of people are not happy with that ending, but that's life. We don't always get our fairy tale happy endings, and like this doesn't make people bad. It doesn't make them the villain. It just makes them human beings that are imperfect, that have bad habits and have aren't always going to make the morally good choices. And with Riri, it wasn't like her superhero origin story and how she was going to all come out perfect in the end. No, she's a human being. Like, good God. Do you know how many fucked up people would sit there and their life being so, them being unhappy? Like, she just went through a lot of fucking trauma. Yes, her family was there for her, helped her build a new suit. She defeated Parker, but she still went through a lot of trauma. And she has not resolved her issues about losing her stepfather and Natalie. So of course she took a devil's deal. Hell, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to herself, oh, don't take it, honey, don't take it. He's bad and awful. But in my own mind, I'm like, yeah, I'd be shaking his hand, like, come on, yep, I'd take it. Because human beings are flawed. We are imperfect. We're human, and yeah, so I like where Marvel's gone with this because now I want to know, like, what's going to happen from this point on? Like, where's this story going to go? Because it was crazy, crazy friggin' ending. And I also want to know what's going to happen with Parker and the sorceress there, whose name I'm forgetting. I'm terrible with names. If you watch my videos, you get to know that. So I want to know where that's going to go, because apparently there's a Sorcerer Supreme Academy show that might be coming on. So maybe they're going to be involved in that. Maybe there's going to be a season 2 of Ironheart. Like, I don't know where any of this is going to go. There was thoughts at one point that Natalie might feed into Vision Quest, into that show. But I don't know. All I know for sure is that I want them to bring back Mephisto. Okay, Sacha Baron Cohen was... Or what, Sacha Baron Cohen. He's fucking amazing in that role. Oh my god, did he eat up the screen. Like, for what little time that he was there, I fucking love him. Like, I haven't been a huge fan of, like, him as Borat and all. I mean, that was all funny and stuff like that. But the guy does have some acting chops. And this is, like a perfect role for him. And if Marvel fucking wastes him and doesn't bring him back and other stuff, I will be so mad. So mad that they waste this character, because he is fabulous. Like, give us him and Blade. Give us him and Ghost Rider. Give us him and more Agatha stuff. Like, come on. Like, I want to see more of him playing Mephisto. That was fabulous. And I knew it was Mephisto coming too. They had dropped the hints throughout the show with, like, the Faust poster at one point in the back of a screen, like a scene. I knew it wasn't Dormammu. As soon as she said, "Oh, I'm like only 50%," I'm like, no, it's gonna be Mephisto. It's gonna, like, they're not gonna do that to us. They have been teasing Mephisto for so fucking long. They knew that they were not going to disappoint us this time on it. So, the only thing though is, as much as I like this ending, it's a little too much reality for me. I would like some more happy endings, please. Okay? Because after watching Squid Game Season 3 and getting that tragic ending, and now we get this tragic, I need some happiness, okay? I've been having to go back and watch, like, Disney kids shows because I need some happiness in my life. I need to know that the show that I've watched, like, 10 times before, I'm going to watch it again because I need some happiness in my life. So, yeah. But crazy, absolutely crazy ending. And I'm so mad at the people that didn't give the show a chance and decided to try and, like, review bomb it off, because it was fucking good.